Changing your self-concept. Self-concept is how you view yourself, what you think about yourself in all areas of your life. So if you want to change something in your life, it starts with the changing of how you view yourself. So today, what I'm going to share with you is when you can commit to changing the way you think and feel about yourself, not only will your life shift and transform for the better, you'll also end up feeling completely grounded, present, safe, secure, in control, confident, self-assured. It's absolutely incredible when you feel secure in who you are and how you're showing up in the world. Everything shifts in your life. And I'm going to tell you how you can do that. But before I do, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon of where I will notify you of when I'm posting, which is generally every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Okay, so when we are thinking about changing our thought processes, what we're basically doing is we're rewiring our brain. And by rewiring the brain, when we rewire the brain to think differently, the ego and that negative self-talk is going to want to fight back. So it can make it pretty tricky at times and make us want to give up and make us feel like it's not worth it. And we can have days where it's really frustrating and it's really hard, or it can be exhausting sometimes. And I experienced when I was changing the opinion that I had about myself, that it was every few seconds I was having to override a positive because of a negative coming in, using a positive because of a negative thought that was coming into my mind. It was pretty exhausting. But I kept at it, absolutely kept at it. And yes, you know, there were days when it was absolutely blinking frustrating beyond belief. It really was really frustrating at times, especially when you have those days where you think nothing's happening, nothing's changing, nothing's showing up, nothing's shifting, nothing's transforming, and you just want to give up and you want to revert back. And the thing is, there are days when you actually do revert back and you do let that negative voice kind of, or that self-talk continue, the self-talk that you've always known actually continue, the negative one, the one that's telling you that you're not good enough, the one that's telling you that you're not worthy enough, the one that's telling you that you can't go for that job, or that person will never fancy you, what are you thinking, you know, all those things. Sometimes we can revert back and just, you know, have bad thoughts about ourselves. But it's what happens is when you start to shift and you start to work on creating a more positive opinion of yourself and having a more positive self-concept, you become more aware of what's actually happening and of the negative self-talk. So even though there may be a day or two in a row where you're feeling like you've got this negativity and you can't control it and get it back, you will be able to snap back. If you persist in doing the work, you will be able to snap back, to take back control and to create a positive self-concept of yourself. So don't worry or fret if you are interested in changing your opinion and your view of yourself because of the way your life is actually unfolded. It's okay, feel your feelings, be patient, things will change, guaranteed. I can guarantee that. Things will change and things will show up in your life in a lot better, in a much better way than that they currently are, if you continue to actually do this. So what is this? How do we actually go about changing the self-concept? There's so many different things that we can do, but one that I find really powerful and that worked for me is basically writing down. Imagine you have to write a report and that report is about you. So it's everything that you think about you. So you just want to get pen and paper, not typing, but pen and paper, because there's something about the pen and the paper and writing down and it actually kind of resonating more to you rather than just typing. So pen and paper, just start writing down a report. Just imagine it's a report you need to do for work. And it's all about what you think about yourself in all areas of your life. And it might be that you start writing, you need to come back to it, you need to step away from it and come back to it, or it might be that you're there for a long time just writing. So just write until you have finished, and you'll know when you've finished. Well, you might think you finished and you still might come back to it. So what we've then got, we've got a report, basically, an understanding of what your self-concept is. So you want to go over that report, we'll call it, and highlight, underline or highlight the negative areas in your life and negative words that you've used to describe yourself. And what we want to do is basically on another piece of paper, kind of turn those, whether it's a negative situation or a negative word, into a positive. So whatever that is, we want to turn it into a positive. So that was step one. So step two is rewriting that from a positive point of view. So if you had to describe every area of your life in a positive fashion using what you've just written, you want to turn all of that so everything is absolutely glowing. So you're going to get an A+ at the end of it, or 100% at the end of it. That's what we're looking for. This report is what we're looking for. It's going to be 100% positive about yourself and how you want to be showing up in the world now. So we've got that list. So we've got that report, the new report. What we want to do with that is, again, go over it and look at any kind of positive, descriptive buzzwords, positive words that are kind of standing out to you. And we want to highlight them in a list of affirmations. So step 3 is to write affirmations. So from using this list, and it could be that the affirmation is, I am wonderful. It could be something you've highlighted that, originally that you weren't fit and healthy. And you're like, no, I am fit and healthy, so it could be, positive affirmation is, I am fit and healthy. It could be that, when we were looking at the negative, it was that you didn't feel good enough. Well, and in the positive script that you've written, report you've written about yourself, it's like, I am good enough at everything that I do, and I am successful at everything I do. So then your affirmations would be, I am good enough, I am enough, I am successful at everything that I do. So do you get my point? So basically you want to then create a list of I am affirmations. And step 4 is chucking away the first original list with the negative bits in it. We don't need to see that anymore. And step 4 is basically every morning when you get up, rewrite your list of affirmations. There is something about rewriting it that makes you feel like it's more real. So for me, that is what I do. If you don't feel that and you just want to say some words out loud, say them out loud if you feel like that works better for you. But for me and for my clients, I know that writing down every morning a different list of affirmations, you could even use some of the same affirmations. What you'll start realizing is you'll be extending that list or changing that list depending on how you're actually feeling at the time. I've recently put in mine, I am seen, I am heard. Love always comes towards me. Love always stays in my life. So, and you're constantly developing the I am list. It's quite nice to be creative about yourself in a positive way. So then what you want to do with that list is take it with you wherever you go. Which if you're in England, probably not that far at the moment, but, take it with you wherever you are. And whenever that negative self-talk comes in, and if you don't have the words in your head yet to be able to quickly respond to that and go, actually, I know where that comes from, but, I am, amazing. I am wonderful. I am beautiful. Whatever your positive affirmations are. And, if you can't think of it off the top of your head, you can just refer to the list, and just reread that list until the negative voice starts quieting down. And that is persisting in creating and committing to a positive self-talk. So basically, that is one of many different tools that you can actually use to create a positive self-concept about yourself. And it will still take time for things to start shifting, but I will guarantee you it will shift. The more you show up in the world, loving yourself, being kind to yourself, thinking positively about yourself, the more the outer world will shift to reflect that back at you. You'll suddenly start getting compliments that you've maybe never had before, or different types of compliments you've always wanted but never had. It might be that your boss suddenly praises you for something at work and he's never, you know, made the effort to ever speak to you properly before. It could be that, you know, you get asked out by the guy that, or the girl that you really, really, really like. You know, it could be that you get the pay rise that you've wanted. You're recognized for something, an achievement of something. It could be that somebody sends you flowers. It could be anything, but things will start to shift, I guarantee it. And you will just start to feel so grounded in who you are and who you're creating yourself to be, and loved and accepted and safe and secure and at peace and calm. And you'll be able to manage more easily difficult obstacles that come your way. So there's a multitude of things that will show up in your life just by changing your self-concept and committing to that, and being grounded is one of them. Having that peace of mind is one of them. So if I really hope that's helped. As always, I always say this at the end of my videos. I can see this video is getting darker and darker and darker. It's yeah, the sun decided to go in by the time I decided to record the video. So I apologize for that. But yeah, I really hope that's resonated. And if you are looking to change your self-concept and you would like more help, then please feel free to get in touch. I do provide a complimentary 30-minute consultation for all of my clients. And there's no, you know, there's no entrapment. Then there is, you know, you can have the 30-minute consultation and basically decide to continue coaching or not. It's completely up to you. So yeah, it's an amazing tool actually to be listened to be heard, and something that my clients really, really enjoy when they first start being coached by me. So yeah, if that is something that you're interested in, please get in touch. You can comment below. You can basically contact me on any of the links down below as well. And if you do try this at home and you have any questions about it, please don't hesitate to comment, and I'll be happy to have a chat with you about it too. So yeah, that's it. How to change your self-concept and commit to that and end up with the life that you love and desire and deserve. So take care, and I will see you soon.